Boys, I came down in a hurry. Right there. See that kink in it right there? That's the bad portion. So I pretty much got every... Oh, I need to get those plastic guard. Well, we'll see what we get when we get this new one. They still have not pulled it out yet. They told me yesterday, latest today. They said it would be off this morning. They still haven't called me yet. It's almost noon. But yeah, all in all, this was like very simple to do. Very easy. It's going to be fun putting it back up in. We'll use our support. I could use a second one of these. I might have to do that. 2 or 3 of these things actually would be good. But yeah, we got her down out, boys. I need to get this shock out because it's bad. It's bent right there. Plus, as you can see, the plastics tore. And it's... I told them if they have a good one off of this one I'm getting, I'll include that. I want that. So hopefully there's a good one. And then supposedly they have a good silver bumper. And as you can see, to match the paint, I was just like, I was in a hurry. I took a Sawzall, zipped that off, polished that piece, and went and got paint for the Fiesta and for the CRZ. The Fiesta is tri-coat, obviously, because why not? Why wouldn't we put, you know, cheap paint on a cheap car? Let's put expensive paint on. So for a pint of tri-coat, which is 2 pints actually, a pint of base coat, a pint of the colored tinted clear, and then I got another gallon of clear, and I got some fast activator since it's getting cold now, but actually I got the garage temperature in here pretty dang good. It'd be at the bottom of medium hardener, so probably gonna use fast hardener this time whenever I paint. But yeah, so I guess we'll just wait until we get the parts. I will say, now I got these, I got a used fender and I got a used hood for the Fiesta. There's so many different colors of this. This is the red candy, and there's a red candy and a red candy 2. This is red candy 2, and then there's different variants of that as well. So turns out after I had to take a piece of the car up, so I just cut some of the old fender off. I took that up with me and color matched it, and it's hard to tell, but this color is not the same. This has more of a pinkish shade to it when the light hits it, and this is more of a orange or a red. The hood is dead on. So all I did, I cut and buffed this, and then I ceramic coated it. I used Armor Shield and ceramic coated this, and it looks pretty dang good. Now I got a discount on this because they said there was a ding in it. I don't know if you can see that. There is this, like the slightest of a ding on there. I got $75 off of that because of that. This fender, they told me there was no damage. Right here, damage. Sanding marks under the clear coat right here. As you can see, up across the side here, a dent here, and they wouldn't knock anything off of that for me. But I did get this fender for 75 bucks. I'm just going to repaint it because it is a shade off. So here's the best way to show you. I got this shop light here. Now, if you look at that, you can see it's a little bit pinker, this piece off of the car, than this fender. I think the metallic's a little bit deeper in the fender as well. But yeah, you can see there's a shade of pink that's not showing up on the fender. Now the hood looks like a dead match. So as you can see, they both have like a pink shade to them. So I think we're good there. This was part of the fender off the car itself. I was going to take this and match this, and thank God I didn't, because it's off. So that's well, I just took a Sawzall to this and chopped that off, and then I ended up taking the fender off. And let me tell you, Ford and their wonderful designs. This is why stupid stuff like this. Why I don't like Ford. Okay. So I went to get the fender off. I took all the bolts out and they would not release. So I started looking at the used fender I got, and I was like, there's a bolt right here under the glass, okay, to take this fender off. Now, it's that one right there, and it's slotted, thankfully. And if you look in I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a shot on it. There's a bolt. There's a plastic clip right there you can see sticking out, but behind that is a 10mm bolt. You can snake a wrench in there just enough to get like a 1/10 of a turn on it. And I got it turned like 2 turns, and then I ripped the fender out. It came out this way. So otherwise, you have to remove that corner glass, which is urethaned in. So yeah, just to take a fender off. What are you thinking, Ford? So I had to order a headlight online. These are not cheap at all, but I did find one at a really good price online, and it had an offer feature, so I offered $10 less than what they were asking for it, and I got that headlight. They granted it to me. Tail light for this is not cheap. I found one, about the cheapest one I could find on eBay. It had the offer feature. I offered $15 less on it, and they granted me that. So if you're on eBay looking for parts and they have the offer feature, always offer a little less and see if they'll accept it. It doesn't hurt. And then I've got lots of parts $10 to $15 off just from throwing an offer in there. But now I'm starting to guess, starting to question whether I could have got it even cheaper. But still, I got the parts with the shipping and everything. I got it for less than what they were asking for, which is great. This did have some pretty good scratches right here. I actually wet sanded them and then buffed it, and there are still marks there, but it's minimal compared to the way they were. There's a couple little small stone chips in it, but all in all, not displeased with this hood at all. And I'm gonna have to hit it with some touch-up paint. Like, there's a good chip right there. I'll probably hit that with some of the paint. There's gonna be extra paint. And then there's a little bit of a ding right there, and I think he did that when he was carrying it to me because he smacked his hood off of something. I heard him do it. And then there's also a scratch right there. So I'm going to cover up those bare spots just by dabbing it on. But since I'm going to repaint this fender, I'm going to fix this dent, and I'm going to fix this slight dent right here, as you can see. Besides that, the fender's actually in pretty decent shape. I don't know what they were doing. It looks like they dabbed on clear coat right here. So all those imperfections going to go away when I clear it. Yeah, this car has a pink appearance to it. And I think I'm going to paint more of the front bumper than I originally said I was going to. I was going to stop right here on this line, on this side. But now that I took the license plate holder off, you can see it's darker right there because of fade. Yeah, you can see it. So I might come over to this line and paint the whole way over to this side, and then just blend it down here across the bottom somewhere, and be good with that. And then while I was buffing that hood, I hurt myself. Not only am I drained right now because I had to get the vaccine and for work, and I just got the second one 2 days ago, and I'm drained. Okay, second one got me. But while I was buffing this hood, okay, if you have this stuff, the Ultra Cut, it sometimes the tip gets clogged on that. So I took this dental pick that I have here, and notice how that's a curved tip on that, and was picking it out. Okay, I was picking this nozzle out so that I could get the polish out. Well, then I set the polish down on the ground for something, and then I was reaching down onto the ground to pick it up. I dropped this pick on the way down, and it landed like this, and my hand speared that right in between my fingers right there, as you can see, and it seriously went into my hand down to here, below my knuckles. So now my hand, it was that deep, okay, with a curved tip like that. So knowing that I got to rip this thing back out of my hand, I just grabbed it and ripped it out as fast as possible, like a Band-Aid. And now, like, I barely even bled after that happened. It was because it's so small, and I was like, oh, that's not that bad. But now today, it's freaking swollen a little bit, and my grip is not as good as it could be. So, like, doing this rear suspension, it was kind of like testing my strength, because I can't really grip a wrench too good right now. Hopefully this gets better with time, but yeah, it hurts, I can tell you that. So as soon as they get back to me about this suspension, I think this will fit in the Infinity. I'm going to get some measurements and stuff. Then I will get back to you when I get there. Newcomers of Waynesboro. Yeah. It's now 1:30, same day. They told me on Monday when I ordered them, today's Wednesday, told me on Monday when I ordered it that it would be out Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. So I called yesterday to check on it, and they said they were getting it in the shop. It would possibly be out Tuesday before the end of the day, if not Wednesday morning. Now, when I call, she says it hasn't even been in the shop yet, 1:30 on Wednesday, and that she would call me and let me know whenever it's in the shop. So might not even get it today, and I got to work tomorrow, so I can't go get it tomorrow. So it is what it is, I guess. That's the excuse now is there was at least 15 cars ahead of me when I ordered it. I just pulled mine out in half an hour. Not saying that they can do it that fast, but I mean, I wasn't rushing. It's not hard. So it's kind of funny how things work. I went to work today, still no call from that company. So I called them at 1 o'clock, and the lady said on the phone she was going to check to see where they were at on some of the parts that people ordered. So before I got off the phone, I said, and I normally, I don't like to get, smart with anybody, but they did promise me that they would have it off Tuesday, Wednesday, the latest. It's midday Thursday, and I just said, if they can't have it off by tomorrow, that I'm just going to order it somewhere else. I mean, she said, okay. And I wasn't smart about it, but, I just wanted to make it known that I could have ordered it from that other place, and it would have been good. So then I come home, and my tail light for the CRZ's here, and the headlight for the Fiesta. I think I'm going to go throw the headlight in real quick. Came in this box. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, so let me go throw this in. You can see their headlight just came in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure where it plugs in yet. I think I'm just going to throw it like right here. I think that's where it goes. Is this how the headlight goes in? Oh, wait a minute. I got it backwards. There it is. Okay. There we go. Done. At least my parts came in good shape. I don't know whose day it was to pack the parts on this day. Must have been a Monday. Old Mig got her wrong. Actually, it says on the salesperson, it says Eric Moan. Something like that. Yeah, this is going back. Thanks. And if you're curious, it's not even a door switch for a Fiesta. I don't know. It looks like a Subaru or something. I wonder if it has markings on it. It is indeed a Honda part. Regardless, this has Honda Road on it, so that's a Honda part. But anyways, after I got on the phone and said I'll just get them somewhere else if he can't have it ready by tomorrow, 10 minutes later, they contacted me to tell me that my parts are ready. The rear bumper, rear torsion beam, and one of the shocks. So they got all the parts for me, and the bumper's also silver. So I don't suggest you get huffy with companies or be smart with them, because, you kind of need the parts and stuff, but sometimes you have to get a little bit smart with them. Boys, the parts have made it. Radio review I gotta do. I'm thinking it's gonna be junk. Stay tuned for that. So, it didn't quite look like this when I got it. It does now. So, I think mine may have been in a little bit better shape than that one. I don't know. It's so dirty. I washed this as soon as I got home. It's in decent shape. I cleaned, wire brushed most of the rust on top. I haven't done the bottom yet, but I scrubbed this thing top and bottom. There's a couple of lines I need to remove. They gave me like everything with it. Look, I've never seen a company do that. Unplug sensors. They normally just chop those suckers off. There's the brake calipers. Those rotors are bad. Of course, I'm going to use all my parts from my car because, as you can see how crusty these brakes were. I have not done the bottom side of this yet, but this should be dry now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I went over, wire brushed this, rust reformer, and then some black enamel paint that I had. And I'm going to do the same thing once I get it up in the car. The bushings look like they're in really good shape on this. So, that's a good thing. But, it's going to be fun getting this up in here. I had to strip all that stuff off. The bumper I got, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not painting it because I mean it is in good shape, but as you can see right here, there was some blending, and I was trying to get it to look a little better. Burnt through right there, so there's a little bit of black right there. I don't think you're really going to notice that, but I think this is the two variants of this color right there. As you can see, this is like a deeper metallic, and then this is just a little less deeper. The shine's a little different. On the front, I don't see any blending or anything. If I look at it in the light the right way, I can see fine scratches in it. I'm just rolling with this for now. If it bothers me over time, I'll repaint it. I'm sure I'll have extra paint. And then they included the shock for free, which is in really good shape. So I am going to throw that on too. So all the suspension parts are going to be good. I don't know if this wheel's bent or not. You can see where it took the hit. A lot of that just feels like some sort of paint or something on there. I bet you I could polish most of that. It don't even feel like it messed the rim up. I bet you if I hit that with some polish, I bet you that will come off. I bet you it will. But I don't know if this rim's bent, so we're going to have to find out here in a little bit. So now before I go any further on this, I'm gonna wire brush all the stuff underneath that it has a little bit of rust on it. We're gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna shoot some rust reformer and then some paint on it so that this is all protected and it looks nice underneath here. And there we go, we're done. No, we're not done. This quarter panel is worse than I thought it was. I didn't even take notice to some of these bends until now. This section right here is bent out, and this is bent in. You see how there's a curve on this right here? Like from right here down to here, and it cracked the paint. But it's got like a curve in it right there. This needs to be pushed in. Well, let me show you on the other side. It's supposed to be flat right there. You see? Flat. It's got a bow in it, like right around here, and it pops out. So I'm gonna have to take measurements from the tire to the outer edge and see how much further that's got to be knocked in. It looks like, man, has that got that whole panel bowed? Yes. See, this panel doesn't hardly have a bow in it. This one has got a big bow in it right here. Oh man, this might be a challenge. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a challenge. I'm looking down on it and it comes like straight up from there. This side is not like that at all. It bubbles out. Oh no, that's just This is going to be a hard one. But once we start pulling on that damage in the back, start pulling that back out, it might help with this. I'm not replacing the quarter panel. That's out of the question. It's not happening. But this, yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. I don't even know where to even start at that. Man. But sorry, I didn't get all that videoed. My dad showed up and we started talking and I started working and I got her together. So I'll show you the underside, show you what it looks like. And so after touching everything up, the underside, here's how it looks. It looks nice and fancy. Over here, didn't need to paint any of that. Over here, fancy, really fancy. Yes. This is still blowing my mind that whole panel's bowed out like that. I can't believe it. Oh. I don't know, I might just have to give her a good heave right in this area. Well, like I said, we're going to pull on that. Oh, also, this is the rim that was on it whenever it was in the wreck. And it had a bunch of marks on it. I buffed it, and they came out. And then on top of all that, let me put my light somewhere here. On top of all that, watch this rim. You seeing it? It's completely straight. No bends. Just surprised. I was surprised to see. So, we're good there. I don't need to buy a rim. See that dent? I'm thinking that's just going to be one really good butt bump. Like I put my butt against it right where it's out at the furthest part and hitting that wheel well in. I think that's what it needs, a good old bump butt. But let me get these cars back in here. I just threw the bumper on. It's not bolted, but it looks decent. I'm gonna roll with it. It looks good. No crinkle over here. Armor shield ceramic coat on the bottom piece to make it look brand new again. That turned out pretty good. And yeah, so nothing's hooked up on it. It's just on there. I'm gonna take it back off eventually. I'm just gonna leave it on there for right now. I gotta get the cars back in here, so let's do that and end this video. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing, hit that dislike button if your mom's rear's out of whack. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwracked. Baby and Stewie, how you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. You're a sweet little girl. Yeah. What are you doing in my seat?
Just being cute.
What are you doing in my seat?
Just being cute.
You yell at him for sitting in your seat because he gets a hairy. What's he doing in my seat?
Well, don't sit there.
What are you doing in my seat? Huh? Oh, butter me up. Okay, you win. You win. Look, she's peeking. You want to come say bye-bye? You want to say bye-bye?